Part 1. The Trap of Personal Development. Why we improve but don't transform. Most people think personal growth is about motivation, or reading more books, or watching more videos. But the truth is simple. You can learn everything and still stay stuck in the same life for years. You can know what to do, but never become who you want to be. You can be busy fixing yourself every day and still feel like nothing is changing. That is the hamster wheel of self-improvement, running harder but staying in the same place. Why? Because you don't grow by effort alone. You grow by levels, and every level requires a different version of you, different thinking, different habits, different identity. You cannot win level 7 with a level 1 mindset. You cannot reach clarity with the same mindset that created your confusion. And you cannot become your future self while holding on to your old patterns. In this video, I want to show you the 7 levels of personal success, 7 breakthroughs, 7 transformations, 7 identities you must evolve through. And more importantly, I want to help you identify exactly which level you are stuck in right now, so you can finally move to the next stage of your life. Let's begin. Part 2. The 7 levels of personal success. The map of how you rise level by level. Level 1. Awakening. The moment you realize something must change. This is the first spark. The moment you open your eyes. The moment you quietly whisper to yourself, I cannot keep living like this. Maybe you don't like your habits. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe your days feel the same. Maybe you know deep down that you are capable of more. This level is not about achievement. It is about awareness. Awareness that something needs to change. Awareness that you want a life with more meaning, more energy, more purpose. But here is the problem. Most people get stuck here for years because awakening without action becomes frustration. Signs you are stuck at level 1. You consume a lot of content but rarely act. You love learning, but nothing changes in real life. You feel the desire to grow but don't know where to start. You live each day on autopilot, repeating the same loop. That is not your fault. You simply have not made the shift yet, the shift from awareness to responsibility. At this level, your breakthrough comes from a simple truth. Where I am is my responsibility, and where I go next is my choice. This is the identity upgrade of level 1. Not blaming life, not blaming circumstances, not blaming the past, just taking ownership. Radical ownership. To move to level 2, you need one thing: direction. Not a big plan, not a huge dream, just one direction. And to find that direction, use the 3C awakening framework. 1. Clear discomfort. Write down honestly what you are tired of. The things you cannot continue tolerating. Discomfort is the compass that points to your next chapter. 2. Create space. Cut some noise, less scrolling, less distractions, more clarity. You cannot hear your inner voice if the world is too loud. 3. Choose one direction. Not 5 goals, not 15 habits, just one area of life to work on for the next 30 days. Health, mind, skills, relationships, anything, but choose one. Because the fastest way to stay stuck is trying to change everything at once. At level 1, you don't need perfection, you just need momentum. A small step, a clear beginning, a decision to grow. When you take that step, you enter level 2. Level 2, self-discipline. Becoming the person who follows through. Level 1 is the spark. Level 2 is the fire. This is where dreams turn into habits, where intention turns into action, where motivation turns into discipline. Most people think discipline means pushing yourself harder, but true discipline is not about force. It is about identity. It is about becoming the kind of person who does what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. At level 2, your biggest enemy is inconsistency. You start strong, you stop early. You restart, you stop again. Your effort is like a heartbeat, up and down, up and down. Signs you are stuck at level 2. You begin habits but cannot maintain them. You depend too much on motivation. Your environment controls your actions. You give up when life gets busy. This is where most people quit because they never make the real shift of level 2. Discipline is not something I force, it is something I become. To move through level 2, you need structure. Not a long routine, not a perfect morning, just a small set of daily non-negotiables. 3 to 5 actions you must do every single day, no matter what. They should be small enough that you cannot fail, but meaningful enough to move your life forward. Examples: 10 minutes reading, 10 minutes exercise, 5 minutes journaling, 5 minutes silence, drink enough water, clean your space for 2 minutes, 1 page of skill practice. Consistency creates identity. Identity creates transformation. The goal of level 2 is not to become disciplined forever. It is to build trust with yourself, to prove to your brain that you keep your promises. Once that trust is built, discipline becomes natural. You no longer fight yourself, you work with yourself. But one thing will happen next. As soon as your discipline grows, another question appears. What exactly am I building this discipline for? That question leads you to level 3. Level 3, clarity and focus. Choosing what truly matters and letting go of the rest. At level 2, you build discipline. At level 3, you build direction. This is the level where everything begins to align. Your habits, your choices, your goals, your energy. Most people believe that lack of success comes from lack of effort, but in reality, it comes from lack of clarity. You can work hard and still stay stuck if you are climbing the wrong mountain. You can be productive but not purposeful. You can be busy every day but still feel empty. That is the trap of level 3. You do a lot, but you don't move far. Signs you are stuck at level 3. Your calendar is full, but your heart feels tired. You try many things, but finish very few. You constantly jump between ideas. You say yes too much and no too little. You don't know what to prioritize, so everything feels urgent. The breakthrough of level 3 is simple. You don't need more goals. You need fewer goals. And you need one direction that matters more than anything. This level asks you to think deeply about your life. Who do you want to become? What kind of days do you want to live? What is essential and what is just noise? To break through this level, use the essential triangle. 1. The most important thing. Choose one transformation that matters most right now. Not 5, not 3, just 1. When you know the most important thing, everything else becomes clear. 2. The things you must let go. Growth requires subtraction. Old habits, old identities, old environments. You cannot build a new life with the bricks of your old one. 3. The things you must protect. Your time, your energy, your attention, your focus. These are the 4 currencies of personal success. Protect them like treasure. Clarity feels like peace. Focus feels like power. When you combine both, your life becomes simple and strong. And once you know where to go, the only question left is, what must I become to reach that place? That question leads you to level 4. Level 4 is skill mastery, turning effort into expertise and confidence. If level 3 is about direction, level 4 is about elevation. This is where you stop being a beginner in your own life. This is where you stop dipping your toes in every pool and finally choose a skill to master. Because here is a truth most people ignore. Your life changes when your skill level changes. Your confidence grows when your competence grows. Your opportunities expand when your abilities expand. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You rise to the level of your skills. Signs you are stuck at level 4. You learn many things, but master none. You keep restarting instead of improving. You quit when the practice becomes uncomfortable. You choose variety over depth. But mastery requires boredom, repetition, precision, patience, and deliberate practice. This level demands a new identity, from I want results fast to I want skills that last. To grow through this level, use the deliberate practice loop. 1. Clear target. Don't just get better. Define what better looks like. Set a specific skill goal for the next 30 to 60 days. 2. Specific drills. Break the skill into small parts. Practice each part separately, just like musicians, athletes, and masters do. 3. Immediate feedback. Record yourself, review, adjust, repeat. Feedback is the fuel of mastery. 4. Consistent repetition. Mastery is not about intensity. It is about consistency. A little every day beats a lot once in a while. This level builds a new kind of confidence. Not the fake confidence of motivation, but the solid confidence of competence. And something beautiful happens here. When you finally have skills worth sharing, your heart naturally begins to ask a new question. How can I use what I've learned to help someone else? That is the doorway to level 5. Level 5 is contribution, shifting from personal growth to impact. This is where personal success becomes meaningful success. This is where you shift from me to we, from self-focus to service, from receiving value to creating value. Because no matter how strong you become, a life only centered around yourself will never feel complete. Human beings grow through achievement, but find fulfillment through contribution. Signs you are stuck at level 5. You have achievements, but still feel empty. You want to help, but don't know where to start. You feel disconnected from a sense of purpose. You try to improve alone and feel lonely on the journey. Your breakthrough at this level comes from understanding something profound. You don't need to be perfect to help someone. You just need to be honest, kind, and willing. To evolve through this level, use the circle of contribution. 1. What value do you have? Skills, experience, stories, lessons learned the hard way. Your struggles can become someone else's survival guide. 2. Who needs this value right now? Beginners, younger you, friends, strangers, communities. Anyone who is one step behind you. 3. How can you help today? Teach, share, support, encourage, create. Contribute in small ways consistently. When you give value, you don't lose anything. You become something. But something magical happens here. When you start helping people, others begin to look to you for guidance, for clarity, for direction, for guidance. And this invites you to level 6. Level 6 is influence and leadership, guiding others through your example and presence. Level 5 is about contribution. Level 6 is about elevation. This is the stage where you stop walking alone and start lifting others with you. Leadership is not a title. It is not a position. It is not authority. Leadership is influence. Leadership is example. Leadership is the ability to inspire change in others simply by becoming the best version of yourself. At this level, people begin to come to you for advice, for clarity, for direction, for guidance. But level 6 has its own traps. Signs you are stuck at level 6. You want to help people but feel overwhelmed. You struggle to trust others with responsibility. You feel like you must do everything yourself. You want to lead but fear judgment or failure. The shift of this level is powerful. Leadership is not about controlling outcomes. Leadership is about empowering people. To level up here, you need the 3L leadership code. 1. Listen deeply. Most people listen to respond. Leaders listen to understand. When you truly hear someone, you earn their trust, you earn their respect, and you earn the influence to guide them. 2. Lift others. A real leader's pride is not in being the smartest in the room. It is in making everyone around them better. Encourage the quiet ones. Support the uncertain. Empower the capable. Celebrate the progress of others as much as your own. 3. Let go of control. You cannot lead if you are trying to control everything. You cannot grow if you refuse to trust. You cannot elevate others if you hold on to every task. Let go. Delegate, empower, guide, but don't suffocate. This level transforms you, not into a boss, but into a mentor, a guide, a builder of people. And something beautiful happens at level 6. The more people you lift, the more your life begins to align with something deeper, a sense of meaning, a sense of calling, a sense that you were meant for something more than just your own journey. That realization leads you to the final stage. Level 7. Purpose and legacy. Living a life that shapes the future beyond you. This is the highest level of personal success, the level where life becomes more than achievement, more than growth, more than improvement. Level 7 is the level of alignment between who you are, what you value, and how you live. This is where purpose replaces pressure, meaning replaces confusion, clarity replaces chaos, and you stop asking, "What do I want to do?" and start asking, "Who do I want to become?" Signs you are stuck at level 7. Life feels good, but something is missing. You have stability, but lack direction. You ask deeper questions about meaning and legacy. You sense a calling, but cannot fully articulate it. At this level, the breakthrough is internal. It is not about goals. It is not about habits. It is not about skills. It is about identity. It is about living in harmony with your deepest values. To grow through this final level, use the 100 by 100 by 100 rule. 100% clarity. See your life vision clearly. Who do you want to be at the end of your life? What do you want to stand for? What values define you? What kind of impact do you want to leave behind? 100% belief. Hold the belief that your vision is possible. Not sometimes, not when convenient, but every day. Belief is the electricity that powers purpose. 100% consistency. Purpose is not created by one big moment. It is created by small decisions repeated every day. Live one day at a time, aligned, intentionally, purposefully. And slowly, the simplest truth reveals itself. Your legacy is not something you leave behind. It is something you live every day. Part 3. Your turn. Your next level awaits. Choose your most important next step. You have now seen the 7 levels of personal success, 7 transformations, 7 identities, 7 breakthroughs that shape the life you are capable of living. Maybe you recognized yourself somewhere in this journey. Maybe you feel stuck in level 1, just awakening. Maybe you are fighting for discipline in level 2. Maybe you're searching for clarity in level 3. Maybe you're building your skills in level 4. Maybe you are trying to contribute in level 5. Maybe you are learning to lead in level 6. Or maybe you are stepping into purpose in level 7. Wherever you are, remember this. You are not behind. You are simply at a level that is preparing you for the next one. Growth is not linear. It is layered. It is deep. It is personal. You might stay in one level for years, but once you see the path clearly, you can move to the next level in months, sometimes even weeks. You don't need to master all 7 levels today. You just need one thing, your MINS, your most important next step. Ask yourself right now, what is the one step I can take today that moves me to my next level? Write it down. Commit to it. Take action before the day ends. Because the people who win in life are not the ones who know the most. They are the ones who move first. They default to action. They grow through movement. And you, right now, you are one decision away from the next level of your life. So take that step. Your future self is waiting.